Well, we're back at it again for another day. Final one for the week. Final Thursday in the month of November. Happy Thanksgiving Day. Hey, madam, this morning. Where is Madam Shante this morning? Good morning, good morning. Hey, y'all are coming in single file. Do it together. Walk fast. Quick and fast. Y'all are strolling in. Hurry up. Not much time. Anyways, good morning. Who is already here? Good morning, Nikisha. Good morning, Rita. How you doing, Marianne? Roderick, big up yourself. G-Heads, good morning. Jenilyn, good morning. Ellen, good morning. Good morning, Sonia. How you keeps? You good? Hope you're feeling better. Morning, Dralon or Dralon. How do you pronounce that? Dre or Dra? Anyways, Molly, good morning. Morning, Luke. Diane Jerome, good morning. Morning, Terrence. Good morning, Grinch and Grinchets. Order. Jenny, good morning. I know it's Thanksgiving Day. Shanti probably busy baking turkey or roasting or whatever they do with it up the road. I don't understand that this morning. Morning, Donette, Roxanne, good morning. So somebody help me out, do me a favor and tag the usual suspects. So Miss what's his face? Yeah, they're busy cooking up a storm up the road. I could imagine. Oh, they're coming in. It's Thanksgiving Day, so you know them Grenadians and food already. They ain't playing that today. So they're probably busy doing that. Probably busy making mawet in the kitchen. And some of them, they can't even cook, but today they want to show the national colors and pretend to be big chef. If y'all eating now, be careful where y'all eating. If you're not your custom eating there, take your time with what you're eating today because we want you guys to make it through the weekend. Master make up some kind of thing and give people to eat. Akeem, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving, Akeem. Me know what's going on with Chantel this morning. She didn't tell me she wasn't gonna be here. So guys, you're gonna have to help me out. Do me a favor and just share so other folks will get the opportunity to do that. Onika, good morning. Claudine, good morning. Thank you so much. Karen Bailey, I see you. Alan George, big up yourself. Welcome to the room. And those of you listening via radio, morning, Ali. And listening to us, is it safe to join? Morning, Christelle. It's safe every day, Jacqueline. It is safe every day. Hold on, I'm trying to multitask. So much happening. Like I said, Chantel is not. I tagged you. Chantel is not here. I don't know where she's at. She didn't say she was not gonna be present. So maybe I hope she's okay. I'll probably check up on her in a while. But Jackie and Naya and them doesn't cook, so I know why they're waiting on tag. They should be here. That's Jackie could cook to save she life, and then you're wondering why the people boy child and buying your present because you eat out. He wanted to cook up a meal for him to sit down and put his foot up and belch and not have to be in a restaurant and blocking him out and holding any business. That is the problem with the young people who seem to think, you know what they call all you? Gen X, Gen Z, what is all your name? Whatever all you be. Y'all don't believe in cooking a man a meal anymore. Everything is eat out. Man must start go outside and eat, Sometimes you want to sit down and scratch under your arm and scratch yourself in the privacy of your home. People then want to Rita, good morning. Morning, Rita, good? Yeah, and then all they wondering why man up and down the place like boss guy. They tired eat fast food. They want something solid on their chest. And then they're asking why they always in their mother place because their mother cook every day. You have problems with your mother-in-law. That is why he's there every day because you're getting a good home cooked meal on a daily basis. Risa, they know nothing about that. Only back and along confusion, you know. Mel, morning, Mel. Mel, I know you're in the kitchen today. I know my sister-in-law could handle, but I know you're the man in the kitchen today. Elimus, what you eating? Thanksgiving food today. Who cooking for you, Elimus? You eating out today, or you going to eat fast food? Morning, Delroy. No, more jokes aside. But anyways, Alan George, no streets at home style. Tired eat outside. Um, yeah, so we have a lot coming up. I'm gonna do a two-part in this segment. We're speaking with so the stories and them bong away, you know. They come off the cruise ship and they don't know where they're going. Coming up the step, coming in here, looking. I know what they're looking for. Lord, Mister, don't mash up the door. Wait. They all over town, just going anywhere they feel like. Only Saturday are cooking heavy food. Nah, man, you have to do all you have to do better than that. And then all they wondering why. I mean, at the end of the day, if they want to stray, they're gonna stray. Food ain't holding them. But if they had a nasty habit, they had a nasty habit. But sometimes nobody ain't saying you have to be no slave or you have to go around home every day and cook. But ever so often, you should be able to turn your hand. I believe, and maybe I'm old school, but I believe in that 100%. As a woman, you should be able to hold your own in your kitchen. And you ain't doing it for a man, but doing it for yourself. You can't eat out every day. We have to take our health into consideration. You have to take your health into consideration. Nothing like a good home cooked meal, cooked with love. Nothing wrong with that. You can be eating out every single day and then wondering why you can't save $1 because all your money going into eating out. I mean, we have to eat out because at the end of the day, we're making our contribution because that's somebody else's job. Somebody's a chef, somebody's a waiter, somebody. So you're contributing when you support them. But I'm just saying, sometimes it takes nothing to do a little something for yourself. All right? Elimas, happy Thanksgiving.
Hey,
What are you eating today?
corned beef and rice.
Boy, well, that better than nothing, you know. That's how you come? A man of your stature, a man so upstanding in the community, you think corned beef and rice on Thanksgiving Day?
Well, that is what I could cook, Aruna. It's the only country man that cannot cook. I said that on interviews before. I mean, all my brothers and sisters, a lot of men, I eat all of them is chef.
No, Talpri's a bar chef. You can play with pre-cooking anything, you know, pre-cooking
Yeah, I
and
can
baking.
cook. Being honest with you, I didn't grow up in the kitchen. You know,
Oh, you
my
get all
life
these
and-
years you're in the world and you can't cook corned beef and rice?
Yeah, I grew up on the stage, Aruna, from dance. Remember dancing? If I grew up on the stage, all the public spoiled me. You know. The nation all you had to take blame for
So,
that.
so then, what you know what happened? Woman is to cook and take their mother container and bring food for you in it, and that is what you get accustomed to. So you
Well,
feel
let
you
me
never
give-
need to cook.
Let me give you a story quick. You don't like to give stories.
Mm.
And this is true. I used to work in a restaurants, beach restaurants on Fulton. And
You work in a
and
restaurant
guess
and make it what you can cook.
when I now came to Brooklyn, I used to work in no green card, nothing. So, you had to hustle, work in restaurants, do map, flow, scrub, pad, do all kind of things. So when people have been running their mud, they doesn't know the story. Anyway, and I used to go home with the leftovers. And I remember once a Yankee girl visited me and I will warm up the next day because I bring it the night. So the next day when she visited, I will warm up. Yeah, and she said,
And my
she
girl
said,
thinking you was big chef.
Yeah. She said, oh my God, I said, thank you. If you had the thank you, come out nice. She said, yeah, serious thing. After Andy Isaac, I bring her on that same job. Anyway, I don't want to stay long because I know you have a thing. But I want to ask a question on that topic
Uh-huh.
from a woman point of view and answer me honestly.
Mm.
When a man go on a date with a woman, it is right for you to beg for sex the same night?
You could ask. That don't mean you'll get. I mean, everybody big, and I know everybody big. If you're feeling the vibe and you're feeling the connection, you're big enough to ask. But that does not mean you're gonna get. Don't feel entitled. That is the problem. People have this spirit of entitlement. They figure, okay, I take you out on a date, I buy a meal for you, so I'm supposed to get something in return. No.
But I
The
know some women
expectation is the
does.
problem. No expectation. If two of all you
Yes, some.
connect on the same night, if all you want to do it, all you do on the date one, date two, that's up to you. But it has to be, the feelings have to be mutual. Two of all you have to agree on that. But don't expect it. Don't have no expectation that, hey, we go out to eat and that is what I'm going to get in return. Cross that off the list.
Some women just tap to you too, you know. Because people, some women just don't want you call them back and tell me that they feel well you will just meet first date and you want sex already. So it's a kind of ticklish situation.
It's a ticklish. That's what I'm saying. If two of all you understand, there are some women who will get, I mean, you feel offended. We and you just hook up and you're already, what is your scene, you know? But there are others who will vibrate on the same, they have the same energy. There's some want to behave like man, you know. Two of us on the same energy, one time, same time.
Yeah, I know that does happen. But I personally just want sex on the same night. So what should I do?
You could want it, Elimus, but what I'm saying is don't expect it. If she says no, you have to respect that as well. You big enough to want what you want. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But just don't watch face or don't feel away if she says no. You could want anything you want. If she say no, just no is no.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
All righty. What you does want. Go and learn to cook. That's what you need to learn to do. Colleen. Morning, Colleen Clovey. You good? Yeah, you're very late. You don't come here often, or did it just pass? I just saw Miss Shanti make her appearance talking about she wake up late. Life nice, Papa. Imagine 11:15, that is what, 10:15, or wherever you are, and you just came in, wake up. Anyways, Becky says, go and learn how to cook for sex to come after. What less is an understatement? Imagine you just pick up a woman and you're talking about date and what. But I have a two-part to this situation this morning. So the Honorable Delma Thomas, I should be talking to her in a little bit to tell us about the youth rally that's coming up on Sunday. She wants to tell us about that, and I'll probably do that in the second half of the show. But to continue where we left off, right? This person says, I've been following your page for a while and I've been wanting to send this question in for a while. And he's asking, where did some women get the idea or mindset from that the man they are currently dating is supposed to be exclusive to them and only with them during the dating phase? He went on further to say that dating means y'all are getting to know each other and seeing if you could potentially see yourself having a relationship with this person. Not, yeah, we're dating, but you only better be dating me. And just because a man is actively dating another woman other than you doesn't mean that he's not going to be faithful and is a player. He's dating and getting to know different people. And just because some women decide to go ahead and put their eggs in one basket doesn't mean that he has to do the same. He's simply enjoying the dating scene. And what's so wrong about that? What you guys think? Friend, nothing wrong with that, you know. But here, where y'all go wrong. Does this apply across the board? Because men don't understand it and women don't understand it either. And especially in Grenada. We ain't know nothing about dating in Grenada. We know we hook up, blah, blah, blah. We go to eat and we together. We day. I'm a man, I'm a woman. Nobody sets the ground rules and say the words. Listen, I'm just getting to know you. We're not serious, but I'm also going out with other women or other men, you know, getting to know them to see which one I click with, which one, you know, I'm feeling more and who I can see a future or see something with. So to put the blame solely on women, it is unfair. It is unfair. Because if you as a man, and very rare, you've heard men say, listen, Miguel, I really like you, you know, but I ain't too sure where we going yet. But I want to keep my options open. So me and you, you know, we can go out in a couple of days, but I'm also seeing Carlene. I'm also seeing Rita, you know, to see if I know what I feel about them. Or they don't say anything either. So you can't blame us for going. I mean, at the end of the day, say ignorance is no excuse. But you can't really blame anybody if nobody puts it on the table. This is what we're doing. Both of us are doing it and you say nothing. And they're thinking, okay, we dating a couple times and you probably swap spit a couple times. And that's it. But we cannot date here because The minute time people see you, they might see you in place A with Tom, they see you in place B with Jack. You and Tom and Jack and do nothing, you know. All you're just going out to eat, drink, and talking, getting to know one another. Watch her. Next man again. Watch her. Last week I see her so and so with this man. Look at this. Automatically, it is seen as you're engaging in sexual intercourse with a person if you're seen out or if you're seen with another person. So this dating thing don't apply to us here. We never established dating boundaries, dating rules, dating whatever. What we know is we hook up, we talk, and we day. And like the gentleman said, we put our eggs in one basket while this man is giving you, more rope to put around your neck and thinking that I daying something and you're daying it. And he's in a completely different place. But he's getting sex. He's getting all the benefits. So he's not going to say anything until somebody else comes along that he's more aligned to. And there you have another cycle again. So if we get to the point where we sit and say, this is where we at, this is what we're doing, and that is the problem. And as long as we don't get to that place, we will always have this issue. You will always feel as soon as you and somebody start seeing one another, we together, we're in a relationship. But it's difficult for women to date, especially on this rock. It is hard for you to date because you are automatically tagged the W word, the H word, the P word, all sorts of, negative connotations are attached to you because you're seeing with different people. Sometimes it could be business. They don't even know what the people discussing, but I see man. You see them with this day, that your man. So unless we get to a place where we can be mature and understand that it is okay to go out with more than one person, no strings attached, not involving any sexual whatever, nothing. We're just getting to know each other. We're talking, and we're going out for a couple of drinks. It's just getting to know each other. Not absolutely nothing more than that. But unless we do that, it makes sense. Hold on, let me hear what this person have to say. Men, chime in. Let me know how y'all feel. I really want to know how you all feel about this dating thing. Since this one come out and talking about women does jump up and talk about exclusive and blah blah blah, and men.
Yeah, morning time. Regarding this scenario, I think it's dependent on the level the relationship or the dating is at. You understand? And you're right. You see, the communicating part is very important, as with everything else. People have to know what level they're at when they're dating. For instance, if we just going out to get drinks and we having conversation, getting to know one another, that is fine. You can do that. I mean, they say you don't even have to go out to do that. People do that at work. They do that early on the bus while they in transit. You understand? So, but if you're in a sexual relation, then I think a little bit more or a lot more is expected in that relation, in that dating. You understand? Meaning that, both partners may want it to be exclusive. So, as I say, I think it's a level at what you're at when dating.
I believe so. So that's why I said ground rules have to be established. You have to know where you're at with the person. Be forthcoming with each other. If you know that's not the person for you, but hey, you see it as an opportunity to get some sex, then put your cards on the table and stop misleading people in the name of okay relationship when you know you're not seeing a relationship with the person. It is okay to go out. It is okay to like the caller just said, have a drink, go out for something to eat, chill, vibe with a person, and you go your way. And if you find okay, me and this person we're not really on the same level this week, next week you go out with somebody else and you go out with another person until you find your person, and you don't have to include any sex or anything of the sort in it. Gail Murray, morning. Hey, long time I didn't see you over here. You good, sis? And I know Thanksgiving in the house today. I didn't have to ask you. Could you imagine the decoration and food? Or you working today? Which one? Because you ain't passing up on the dollar at all either. Double pay today on a holiday, right? So what are your guys' thoughts on it? Where are the men? Terrence Wells, where are you? What are your men thoughts on it? Eli must say when he got first night, he doesn't want coitus same time. So forget Eli Must. I can't even depend on Eli Must for something this morning. So how do you men feel about it? Do you all see it that way? Or would you be open to taking a woman out, because that is what the problem, expectation. A lot of you feel the minute you take somebody out and you dip your hand in your pocket, you're entitled to something, some repayment or something of the sort. So maybe when you're dating a person, you pay for what you order, I pay for what I order. So there's no expectation at the end of the day or the night. You pay for what you eat and drink, I pay for what I eat and drink. It's just a date. You're not responsible for me. I pay for what I eat, I pay for what I drink. You do likewise. So you can't have nothing hanging over nobody's head and saying, okay, whether you eat the biggest raka steak or lamb on the menu and you drink a whole bottle of wine or blah, blah, blah. So I had to get something in return for it. No. So maybe we need to establish that. What exactly it is we're doing. Precious Jewel says a lot of people don't date. Jackie says a lot of people have not dated. Alan John says talk before your sex. And that is what most don't do. That is what most don't do. Aruna, what is the grading to a woman will be high praises for the man. If we don't have open and honest conversation, we will always have miscommunication. Exactly. Because the man ain't saying anything and the woman not saying anything. The man know that's not what he's doing. He's dating, but he says nothing. But he does everything that's like a relationship. So the woman is there going along with it, and then they get to jump into bed with each other. And next thing the man say, me never tell you we together, I never say we there. You just assume, like the man said, you put all your eggs in basket and you figure we there. We and they. We. Morning.
I hear me name call.
I want you to know your thoughts on the topic about dating. Melvin Brown says dating in the Caribbean and dating in other parts of the world has two different meanings.
Grenadians do not know how to date. Grenadians do not know what is dating, so take out that in our vocabulary. Point blank. Mm-hmm. We do not know what is dating. Local parlance, a man bring out a woman and spend money, you must not quite us.
Exactly.
Because he feel I spend my money on you, so I need something in return. And it's become a norm, so a lot of women, remember, I didn't say all, a lot of women just go with the flow because, hey, we are custom with it. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it depends on, I mean, I've been out with people already, and I mean, we never did anything. We go out, we have fun, we laugh, we sing, we eat, we drink. And I make sure they reach home safe, and I go home, and I take a cold shower, and I call somebody else to come over if the cold shower enough.
And I go with your business.
And I go with my business. But then you have people again that I go to it, and the chemistry was there, and we end up in one other house or one another bed at the same time. Mm-hmm. So it depends. It depends on number one, your level of maturity. Mm-hmm. It depends on the chemistry.
Mm-hmm. And as someone here is saying, communication is essential. Lay your cards out on the table and proceed from there.
Because if I know, listen me, and they don't tell me I'm mad, but that's just me. I go not with you and I like you, I will say, watch that. I want something. I ain't go force you, but you know that at the end of the night, this is what I want. If you tell me no, that don't mean you go out still. I just would not going to spend all the amount of money that I was going to spend. I'll go back in half. But I will tell you from the beginning, that's what I want. Listen. But then it depends on the person again. I ain't going to say nothing now, just let it flow. And whatever happens, happens.
Gotcha.
They say the problem with the ingredient here, if me and my man and woman go out,
you together.
That's my man, that's your man. Mm-hmm. I can remember, I've been with a nice young lady on a date. I mean, she's nice. But I kind of had a little respect for her. So I didn't want to ask her for coitus on the first night. So we go out, we hang out. The next day, my friend called me. What, boy, you're banging that thing, boy. I say, what thing? What thing? I say, I get a picture in. I never know your paparazzi. I get a picture. The woman put me up on his status. My new boyfriend. Call me. I'm innocent. And I'm vexed now. I didn't beg for the coitus. I'm vexed now. So everything does work out. Sometimes you never know the person in the mood. And you must have too much respect. You don't want to ask.
If you're a man,
so communication is key.
A man or woman, you don't have to ask. You wouldn't even have to ask, because based on how things go and how it's flowing, you will feel the chemistry, you will feel the energy. And if it's no, and you'll tell her, you know what, let me go by my house and chill. A woman that has no intention of giving you anything, the minute time you say house and chill, nah, I have to go home. I have to get up early in the morning for work. I have to do some excuse. But once she's in agreement, from the time you say, hey, I feel I want to pass by my house and chill out, you know, he says, or he comes to drop you off, right? If it's the one driving, drops you off, and he say, you know, I could chill. I'm ready to go home yet, and I could chill with you. And as soon as she says yes, no problem, you already know that is an indication that it can go further.
Let me get next scenario. That is not always true.
No, I said it could be. I said could be. Does not mean it happens all the time. Sometimes you have no expectations either.
And I ask her to go back home with me, because I tell her I'm in a feeling in the mood, that feeling thing. I like how we vibe and she agree everything. And go back home. Open my bottle of wine thing. She go in the fridge. Well, I say, wait now, you just come here first, I could live in here. She go in the fridge and she take out things, and we sit down and we drink and we eat and we think. And when time now we start to think, I'm in period.
Time for you to go.
You understand?
Time for you to go.
Why you make me open me nice bottle of Prosecco for?
What do you mean? So you open it with intention? Why you can't open it and they have to drink it? They have to open it at some point. So you're saving it for something, for a special occasion.
Because she lead me on, because I asked her for what I want, and she didn't say no. So you don't say no. I mean, yes.
Either way, she changed her mind.
So she changed her mind. So you understand? But anyways, to each his own. I just want to have dinner and coitus.
Have a good day. Too bright about to open the bottle of Prosecco. Raymond Smith says Grenadians are so into American culture. I don't get it. I don't think it's just Grenadians alone. I mean, that is who we look up to a lot of the time. Most of the television shows you see are American channels. We've been more exposed to American, way of life than our own way of life. Your children are exposed to it. They're every day on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, you name it. So it's kind of hard not to be when you're exposed to it so much, right? And I don't think it's a Grenadian thing. I think it's a Caribbean thing. Everybody, because that's who you get more. That's what you get more of. Hold on. Let me hear this. Where is this mouse sticking? I have another comment here. Before I take the next segment, what time is it? Okay, time for me to call. Come on, mouse. Yeah. Akeem says sex is so deep and personal connection. Getting to know each other should be the number one priority. It is based on one's mindset and in most cases how they were raised. Based on conversations leading into the date, you must know who and what you are dealing with. Some men shoot straight up from start. Like Eli Moss. Yeah, Eli Moss say one time, same time. Alan says it's okay to take a woman out, no strings. It's cool. You learn people. Men get updated. Dating is sexy. This person said, I saw somebody put dating is for teenagers. Really? Okay. What teenagers have no business in no dating? Is teenagers supposed to be studying their schoolwork? Morning.
Good morning. So everybody's saying that communication, and I agree. But communication is only one facet, because you can communicate, this is what you want, this is what you're looking for. And the person that you're communicating that with doesn't understand that. So it's not only communication, but it's comprehension, it's understanding.
True. Because you communicate all you want. If they don't understand, you're communicating in vain.
Exactly. If a guy comes to a girl right now and he says, hey, I want to date, she's not going to understand that, first of all, because in her mind it's really. We're talking about our culture, not foreign, in Grenada. I want to date, but I don't want to date only you. I want to see what outside has for me.
And someone just made the point on the live, there's a difference between dating and exclusively dating. So we need to make the difference.
Exactly. In her mind, based on our culture, automatically she's going to say,
"That's my man.
He's a player. I don't want he, want everybody." No, because you see, we have structured our minds so much that once a guy or a woman pays attention to us, automatically we're the only person that they should pay attention to. When in reality, that is somewhat madness.
Mm-hmm.
If you meet somebody, you're getting to know the person. If you meet somebody else, you're getting to know them. It doesn't mean that you're venturing on a sexual path. It doesn't mean that you have to be exclusive to that person unless both parties reach a certain level, not on the first two outings or dates for that matter, but you reach a certain stage whereby you have this is what we're going to do. We are going to be exclusive, and that is what it is. As long as that has not been established, it's perfectly fine for a man or a woman to date or court somebody else. It's perfectly acceptable. But our culture has structured probably that Tom is supposed to be with Mary because they had 2 days together, or Mary is supposed to be with Tom because he gave her a ride home twice.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand where the person is coming from. It's not just communication, it's understanding, and it's taking into consideration your culture and how you were brought up and what you want as well.
Got you.
So,
all right. Thank you so much for your input. Appreciate you. All right. Yeah, so maybe that's something we need to start teaching our young men and young women, and especially our young women, that the minute a young man or somebody takes you out does not mean you're in a relationship with them, and does not mean you have to automatically give up anything or you have to have sex or something with them. So probably that's something we need to start teaching you need to start teaching your children. And so Aruna, 18 and 19-year-olds should be studying school. Really, that doesn't happen in Grenada for sure. I didn't say it happens. I'm just saying, you're talking about dating is for teenagers. I'm saying there's enough time for them to date. What's the rush for teenagers to date? We're speaking about adults here. No way I'm not even going to have a conversation with no 16 and 17-year-old, 18-year-old about dating. You should be focused on what you want to do in life, what you're thinking about. You don't have time for all the dating thing, because at that age, you're not even sure what tomorrow is for you to be focusing on dating. And do children at that age even have the self-control? And then we call young girls all sorts of names. They don't even know what tomorrow is. Hormones all over the place. You think they have that restraint to say, no, I don't want to, or no, I'm going to refrain from whatever? You have to be very, very strong to hold out and say, you know what, I'm not doing this. It goes against my principles, my morals, whatever. I'm not doing this. So I'm not pushing no young 16, 17, 18 to be no dating, whatever. There's enough time for that. There's enough time. At that age, you're still in school. You're still going to school. You're still in college. I'm not saying you can hang out with a person or hang out with a friend, but encouraging dating of several people, no. But to each his own. If you have no problem with your 17, 18, 19-year-old Anshan, if you have one going out with different young men, then that's on you. Or if you have your son and you have no problem with him going out with different young women in the name of dating, that is also on you. But I'm just saying, in my belief, that there's enough time for them to do that. There's absolutely no rush. You can date whenever. There's no rush on dating. But make sure you have an understanding of it first before you rush into it. Let's see if I get the minister. Yeah, so like I said, we have the youth rally coming up on Sunday. So let me see if I get the minister. Good morning. You're hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing.
Okay, wonderful. Well, good morning and welcome to the show again. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Good morning to all your listeners.
I'm sorry for keeping you waiting, but I had some other things to do. But
yeah, I saw that.
We told you you were talking about the youth rally that's coming up on Sunday, and you also had something else you wanted to share with us. So maybe you can tell us where we are now with the rally. Honorable Delma Thomas is on the line, guys.
So we are in preparatory mode. And maybe I will want to go back to why a rally at this. And the government had a series. So the Ministry of Youth and Sports had a series of youth talk where we engage young people across Grenada in every parish, including Carriacou. And last night we were in Carriacou. It was an emotional moment, appreciating that Carriacou is still getting over and dealing with the issues and the challenges of burial. Our young people still have to deal with the mental challenges that confront them as a result of the passage of burial, still having people dealing with the issue of housing, and the whole traumatic experience from the advent of Berry. But we had an excellent session where young people came out in their numbers. And across Grenada, we saw young people came out in their numbers. But our intention for the youth talk was no old talk. We said that if, as a government, we want to develop a policy for young people, then the policy must be driven by young people. If we're going to empower you, then you have to be involved in your empowerment. If we're going to inspire you, then you have to be involved in how we inspire you. So we took to the different parishes, engaging young people and getting an appreciation of what they want to see, what let they be involved in their development. And so we have derived from them the way forward. And so we decided as a ministry and as a government that we will launch that policy, their policy. So it's not our policy. What we're doing is what they told us that is important for them as young people. Mm-hmm. And the highlight of that program, though, is the recognition of our female sporting hero, which is Afi Fletcher. So we will be recognizing her at that rally. There are other recognition that will be given there, but Afi will be the highlight. We'll have a lot of young people who are young entrepreneurs from 2:00 to maybe 3:30 thereabout. They will be involved in showcasing their entrepreneurial skills. So we'll have an expo where people can go in, see what they have, maybe be able to order or maybe even buy tomorrow. Then there will be a cultural aspect. There will be a dynamic speaker from so it's a special speaker that is coming in. A young dynamic speaker will be our feature speaker. Mm-hmm. And as I said, we'll unveil not only the policy for youth, but we'll also our youth award. So from next year, we'll have a full youth award where people can identify within the communities young people who you want us to recognize, and where the ministry will have their own criteria to identify the people that they want to. But the community will also have an area where you could say, well, I want to recognize this person, and you give your rationale, and so we deal with that. So there's a number of initiatives that will be announced tomorrow. But one of the key things that I wanted to talk to you about is the launch of our Elevate Her program. It's an initiative, and this initiative is aimed at empowering unemployed and underemployed women in Grenada between the ages of 18 and 35, because we're talking youth. So as the Ministry of Youth, I know that the government, we're talking about other program, because the women are saying, why everything is youth? Where are we who are 35, 37 and 40? So that will be another program that the government is looking at. But for me, coming from the Ministry of Youth, our target will be 18 to 35, and the program seeks to equip participants with essential skills, national and regionally recognized certification. And we also will be providing resources for those who want to be able, at the end of your training, who want to set up your small business or even cooperative. Mm-hmm. And so the training we're giving are training where we know, according to the Ministry of Labor, where we get the most requests for a work permit. So so for example, construction, we know that it's a male-dominated field, and while we will launch a program for male in that field and intensify the program, mm-hmm. we are also including women who want to paint, who want to learn to tile, who want to be involved in general construction.
It's a good initiative.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so there will be that particular training, and because what we really aim to do is to get for our young women to gain sustainable employment and to pursue entrepreneurial ventures. So Elevator offer a fixed training duration of 12 months and apprenticeship placement guarantee, ensuring that at the end of the programs, participants can effectively transition into workforce or their own business. So that's our really main objective. So we are not just bringing you to a program and leaving you thereafter to fend for yourself, or leaving you to be trained for a period of time, because the minimum wage says $1,200. So while we give you a stipend for the training, when you finish and you find employment, you cannot be owning anything under $1,200. So that's what.
Okay. All right.
So I think that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Just one last question before you go though. How can the young women be part of this program? What do they need to do?
So there will be officers from the Ministry of Youth next week, please God. Going in, so on the Facebook page, for example, they will have the application form there where you can do it. But also we will announce on Sunday all the different sites across the different parishes. Okay. So St. Andrew, there will be, I think, the YWCA building. I can't tell you the date off my head. So every parish, there will be, starting from next week, please God, where you can go and register. You can also register online. And you can also maybe even call to the ministry because they want to have an interview process to be able to guide you. You know, sometimes you come and everybody wants to do one field.
Yeah.
But if the aim we have is to be able to provide employment at the end and sustainable employment. So we want to be able to assist you in choosing the right career path so that you can try for yourself and your family.
Got you. All righty. But I guess as much we can link again when we have more time and you'll be able to come in and when it's launched, so we can walk us through the steps as it progresses.
So Aruna, before I leave, I think it is important that I highlight something we saw in Carriacou. So I spoke earlier of the resilience and the mental stress of young people in Carriacou and how they came out yesterday. But I also wanted to talk about, there's a place in Carriacou, and maybe I'm advertising for them and maybe they need to hire me after. There's a restaurant in Carriacou called Las Iguanas. And so my colleagues and I, we went there for breakfast. I didn't have breakfast, but they had breakfast. And they were boasting how the breakfast was so good. But I looked at the menu for lunch and I thought it looked good. So I said, well, let's go back there for lunch. And so each of us had something different from the menu. And in the end, each of us was so boasting how these things taste so good. So I told MIT Minister Williams, I said, well, go by the kitchen there and bring the man outside. Let me tell the man, congratulations. Let me tell the chef, he's really, really good. So Minister Williams and Minister Redhead, they went across by the thing. And then Minister Williams told me, come, all so excited. When I get up to go, I see these two young ladies outside them, and I say, well, maybe they washing dishes or something, or maybe helping share or something. I learned that these are the two chefs who are preparing the food that we just ate that is so delicious.
So big up to them.
Yeah, so I said, I wanted to commend Michaela and Anissa. But here now, Anissa and Michaela is only 18 and 19 years old.
Oh, wow.
More than that, they have not do any formal certification to be able to cook. So for example, one of them there was the best performer in CXC for food and nutrition. And the other one started to do it in TAMCC, but got pregnant and so end up working in a restaurant. And I say that we can. So we spoke to them saying that we do not want to leave you here. We want to ensure that you're certified, because when you're certified, you can ask more for your service.
Exactly.
So I want to commend them, and I'm saying to you and the listeners, if you go to Carriacou, because of Anissa and Michaela, check out Las Iguanas.
Right,
ask for them, but also buy the food and see how good they are. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you so much. Have a good day, and of course we'll link again. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you so much, Minister Delma Thomas. Just updating us on the youth rally coming up on Sunday, the final one, and of course, this launch of a new program, Elevate Her, and giving young women the chance, of course, to do better in life and given opportunities to, elevate themselves. Guys, that's about all the time I got with you today and this week. Next week, we'll be back with more right here on Power 95. Until then, so Andy, big up yourself. Thank you so much, everyone, for showing up and, of course, always contributing to the conversation. Really, really appreciate you. And thank you so much, Beacon Insurance and Western Union as well, for making a program possible. Have a great rest of Thursday, and I'll see you guys for another one. All right, later.
Ladies Room comes to you compliments. Renwick Thompson and Company Limited, agents for Western Union and Beacon Insurance.